Right, so I'm doing a video instead of Facebook Live to show you a little bit about what I do for packing when I'm going on holiday and when I'm going to festivals. So when we go to festivals, they're really quite strict about what you can take into the campsites, and often glass isn't allowed. And I have seen them take perfume bottles off with girls, I've seen them take foundation bottles off them, makeup palettes, you know, the eyeshadow palettes with the mirrors in them, they pull them out. So sometimes they're really quite harsh. So we always think about ways that we can get all our makeup in without having stress of things being taken off us and stuff. But this also works for if you're going on holiday, because you don't want to be taking like big heavy perfume bottles and things like that, because it just weighs you down. And also if you've got hand luggage, you're restricted. So these are my top tips with what to do and how to get your makeup into festivals or get it on holiday without like taking the full bottle. So to start with is like my foundations, BB cream, anything like that. So normally foundation will be in a glass bottle like this. So all I do is go on eBay and get these little empty bottles. So they come like this, 3 bits, just get the lids and the stopper thing, and put your foundation in, put that in there, and you're good to go. They cost like, I don't know, a couple of quid, and you get about 10 of them, something like that. So yeah, and then that foundation will last at least a week in there, probably more than that. And it's plastic, it's sealed, it doesn't drip, doesn't go anywhere. It's just really brilliant, and it weighs a lot less than that bottle of foundation. So that's my first thing. The same thing with any creams or BB cream, concealers, any serums. Again, I get these little pots. I get these off eBay. They're smaller than the ones that you'd probably get in like the packaging, you know, the plastic bottles that you get in Boots and things, and they come in like a pack. These are tiny. They're about, I think they're about 10 mil. So they're perfect again, because you won't use all of that cream or all of that BB cream if you're only using it in areas over a course of a week, or certainly at a festival. My concealer anyway is in a small tube like this, so I could put it into one of those little pots, but it's plastic and it doesn't matter, it doesn't weigh hardly anything, so I'll take the full tube of that. Likewise, like my face serum, then that normally comes in this kind of size bottle, which is again glass. And they're kind of tough plastic. These are off eBay, so they've got little droppers. You don't have to have a dropper, but it's just, I prefer these to these plastic ones for like serums and if you've got liquid moisturiser, you know, some of the hydrating moisturisers, and put it in there, because again, that'll last like 2 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. And then you can keep them in your going away bag, because we like away quite a lot, so rather than having to keep unpacking and packing, just leave it all in there ready for the next time you go away. Brilliant. So that's my makeup. And then the other thing I will do is so obviously I've got like eye palettes like this, which have got the mirror in them and all the all your eyeshadows. But again, you don't want to be taking all of them. You don't need to take all of them. Pick out the colours that you want, and you can put them in these transferable palettes. So these are magnetic, so you can pop in different colours depending on what you want to take, but they don't have mirrors in them. So A, they're lighter in terms of weight, and B, you are not at risk of, like, if you're going to a festival, getting this taken off you because you've only got your eyeshadows. And like I say, you can mix and match them. And it's lighter than taking the heavy palettes in. So that's my eyeshadows. And then last but not least is this bad boy, for festivals, for holidays, anything like that. This is like a finishing powder, a setting powder, but with SPF 25 in it as well. So it's brilliant it's plastic, so there's no glass. It has a brush already in it, and you just apply, and it will give you sun protection factor 25, as well as mattifying any makeup, keeping it in place, and leaving a gorgeous soft finish to your makeup. So that'll be like in my bag that actually goes into the festival. It'll be, I take it if I'm on the beach or something, because again, it's easier to apply your SPF 25 using that than it is putting cream everywhere. Then my last thing, other thing I do this even if I'm going on holiday, because sometimes you don't know what the lighting is going to be like in the hotels, and definitely in a tent it is a bit dodgy, or if you're stopping in something like that, if you're going camping. So this is a mirror, and so you do need to hide this. If you're going to a festival, you need to bury it in your sleeping bag or something if they're not going to let glass in, because they will take mirrors off you. But this is a mirror, and it's 2 mirrors. One's a magnifying side, one's normal, but it has a light on it, so I don't know whether you can see the light, and it's an LED light, so it'll give you that natural light to do your makeup in if you're in a tent, or if it's dark, you know, when it's dark outside and you haven't got any natural light. So that goes with me as well, but I hide it. And then last but not least is perfume. So I don't know whether like everybody does this already, or, well, I've only just discovered it. So I can't go anywhere. I love my perfume. I always want to wear, at least have 2 with me, 2 different ones, like a daytime and an evening one, or just different ones. But A, these are bloody heavy, and B, glass. And I've seen them take perfume off people going into festivals where you've got glass, not actually into the festival, but just into the campsite. So I don't want this, because they're expensive, aren't they? You don't want it taken off you. Anyway, I was doing some research, and I found these. So they come in like a box of, I think there was 6 in them for about 11 quid, something like that. And they are basically little perfume bowls. But the trick is, so they're dead easy. All you do is take this off, and you take the actual bit that sprays off the end of your perfume, so you're left with just a nozzle. Then underneath the bottom of these bottles, you just pump it on. I don't know whether you can see, but look, the perfume's gone into the bottle. So you can put as much as you want in. Can you see it now? And that's it. And it doesn't wreck your bottle, because I did try it on some cheaper perfumes, because I didn't want to wreck my favourite. But then you just got your perfume in this little thing. It's not glass, it's, I don't know what it's called, they're not glass. So I've got 1, 2, where's my other one? I'm taking 3 with me, and they'll last me, because like literally, if I fill that up, that'll probably do, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 different like, you know, squirts. And you've got 3 with you, you've got all your favourite perfumes with you. Bingo! So they are my top tips for taking things on holiday, taking them especially to a festival. If you've got any questions, hope that was helpful, and I'll post some more useful tips soon on my page.